Hello, and you are welcome to today's edition of Ghana in 24 with me, your host, Edem Kojo. Before we delve into the major stories making headway in Ghana over the past 24 hours, kindly remember to click that subscribe button, like this post, drop your comments, and most importantly, share the link to family and friends. If you missed yesterday's episode, kindly go through the feed and also do likewise. In today's episode, we will be looking at a possible brewing of tension between Ghana and Nigeria over the demolition of some structure belonging to the Nigerian High Commission in Ghana about a week ago. Also, the director of the Institute of Languages is accusing the Ridge Hospital of medical negligence resulting in the death of his wife. Also coming up, Asin Central MP Kennedy Ejapong has been ordered by the High Court to pay a whopping 100,000 Ghana cedi to Abdul Malik Kweku Baku Jr. after he was found guilty of making defamatory comments towards Mr. Kweku Baku on multiple radio stations. And finally, Anas Arimayal Anas is back. I will tell you why. Now, to the issues. On the 19th of June 2020, some property belonging to the Nigerian High Commission in Ghana was demolished, sending lots of shock waves to the international community and even the Ghanaian Foreign Affairs Ministry. Now, the Osu Traditional Council will later say that they were responsible for that demolition, with the accusation that the Nigerian High Commission was actually trespassing their land, further stating that it was even a private individual that was developing that land in the name of the Nigerian High Commission. Well, the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, had to call his counterpart, President Buhari, to apologize, with similar statements issued by the Foreign Affairs Ministry in Ghana to that effect. The Foreign Affairs Ministry then set out a committee to gather facts concerning this issue, and on Monday, the committee came out to say that indeed the land belonged to the Nigerian High Commission, further stating that the land was paid for as far back as August 2000. The commission further went on to say that they were going to rebuild that particular structure to the form that it was before it was demolished as a way of making peace, and then promised further to arrest and prosecute the perpetrators of this act. In fact, people around the world and international relations experts have actually hinted that this is actually a very grievous situation Ghana is being faced with, as it contravenes the famous Vienna Convention, with some sections stating that an embassy or chancery built in a host country is actually the land of the guest nation, and so this could actually be classified as trespassing into Nigeria land, though it's in Ghana. We hope all this is settled as soon as possible and the relationship between Ghana and Nigeria does not remain fractured. Now to our second news story. The director of the Institute of Languages, Dr. Emmanuel Kuto, has accused the Ridge Hospital of medical negligence resulting in the death of his wife. In a Facebook post by Doctor, he alleges that the Ridge Hospital gave his wife false medication, leading to an aggravation of her condition after she had gone there for a surgery. What was even disheartening to him was that when one doctor called another doctor to find out if this mistake indeed happened, nurses around were laughing and joking about the fact that somebody had been wrongfully medicated. This, however, wouldn't be the first time this is happening in a short period, as one Mohammed Mustafa about 2 weeks ago filed a suit of 5 million Ghana cedi against the Ridge Hospital, accusing it of the death of his newly born baby and wife for a similar wrongful medication. How long will this situation continue to happen in our country? And will Mr. Kuto explore legal alternatives against the Ridge Hospital? We wait to see what happens. In our third story, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, MP for Asin Central, has been ordered by the High Court to pay Abdul Malik Kweku Baako Jr., the editor-in-chief of the New Crusading Guide, a whopping 100,000 Ghana cedi as damages and a further 30,000 Ghana cedi as legal costs after a suit filed against the MP for defamation was accepted by the High Court. Now, it will be remembered that in 2018, following the number 12 expose by Anas Arimeyao Anas, the lawmaker Kennedy Agyapong had a back and forth with Anas, with him eventually bringing in Anas' mentor Abdul Malik Kweku Baako, accusing him of some grievous issues, including he being corrupt, he engaging in galamsey, being dishonest, among other things. Mr. Kweku Baako didn't take this kindly and filed a suit. Now, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, apart from paying this monies, has been asked by the court to, within 30 days, go to the various platforms on which he passed this comment and withdraw them 3 times within the next 30 days. Would the Honorable Agyapong do that? We wait to see. Now, interesting enough, after that brouhaha, Anas Arimeyao Anas had actually been silent for a long time, only for him to surface coincidentally on this day that his mentor had a defamation judgment in his favor. Now, Anas Arimeyao Anas, in a Twitter post, actually hinted of an upcoming expose on COVID-19. In a tweet, Anas writes, "Are you ready? It's coming. The corona quacks and thieves in Ghana. It would be served hot on BBC Africa Eye and all major TV stations in Ghana. Hashtag JC Anas, hashtag say no to corruption." What does this expose entail? We look forward to this from Anas. Thank you very much for joining today's episode. Once again, subscribe, drop your comment, like this video, and then share it. Have a wonderful weekend and see you, God willing, next week. Once again, stay safe because Corona is still around.